Have you ever felt like giving up? Like life has thrown everything at you and there's no way forward? We've all been there. Whether you're building a business, pushing through a tough project, or chasing a dream that feels out of reach. But here's the truth. Adversity isn't the end. It's the beginning of your greatest comeback. In the next few minutes, you'll hear stories of people who face unimaginable challenges but refuse to quit. These stories are proof that no matter how tough things get, resilience can transform your pain into power. Stay with me to discover what gets you out of bed, what gets you off the couch, what gets you in the gym. How do you unlock that inner drive and stop making excuses? When faced with adversity, it's easy to want to give up. It feels easier to walk away, to avoid the pain, and to let the challenge overwhelm you. But here's the truth. Adversity is not the enemy, it's the teacher. Every setback, every failure, and every obstacle has something valuable to offer if you're willing to learn from it. The moment you decide to embrace the struggle is the moment you begin to transform it into a stepping stone. Take a moment and think about your biggest challenges. Maybe it's a business venture that didn't go as planned, a tough exam you're about to face, or a personal struggle you're dealing with behind the scenes. Now ask yourself, what can I learn from this? The answer lies in your response. Will you let adversity break you down, or will you use it to build you up? Remember, it's not about avoiding the pain. It's about using it as fuel to move forward. Resilience doesn't mean being immune to failure. It means being able to bounce back stronger each time. The key is to stop seeing challenges as roadblocks and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. When you change your perspective, you'll discover a well of strength you never knew existed. It's really hard to be led by your butt. What comes next? How do you break free from those limiting thoughts and push past them? A growth mindset is the foundation of resilience. It's the belief that no matter where you start, you have the ability to grow, improve, and overcome challenges. But here's the catch. Developing a growth mindset doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent effort, self-reflection, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Think about some of the most successful people you know, whether they're entrepreneurs, professionals, or even athletes. One thing they all have in common is a relentless belief that they can learn and improve no matter how tough things get. They don't let failures define them. Instead, they see failures as lessons, stepping stones, or even opportunities to pivot and try something new. To develop a growth mindset, start by changing how you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When you encounter challenges, ask yourself, what can I take away from this? Over time, this shift in thinking will not only help you persevere through tough times, but it will also make you more adaptable and resourceful in finding solutions. If you're ever going to step into your future, you're going to have to get over your butt. What steps do they need to take to conquer their self-doubt? Emotional resilience is the ability to manage and bounce back from setbacks, stress, and challenges. For many entrepreneurs, professionals, and students, emotional resilience is one of the most important traits to develop. Life is full of ups and downs, and the ability to stay calm, focused, and optimistic during tough times can make all the difference. One way to build emotional resilience is by practicing mindfulness. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for hours a day, but it does mean being present in the moment, recognizing your emotions, and taking time to reset when things feel overwhelming. If you're feeling stressed, anxious, or discouraged, acknowledge those feelings without judgment. Then refocus your energy on what you can control. Whether it's breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps, or reminding yourself of the bigger picture. Another key to emotional resilience is maintaining a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and can offer perspective when you're struggling. Having someone to talk to, whether a mentor, friend, or family member, can help you navigate through challenges more effectively. By strengthening both your inner emotional tools and your external support network, you'll be able to face adversity with greater confidence and strength. If you're gonna throw a pity party, I give you 3 days and that's it. The clock is ticking. What happens after those 3 days? How do you change your mindset and get back on track? In the face of adversity, one of the most powerful tools at your disposal is consistency. It's not about making huge leaps every day, but taking small, steady steps towards your goals. Whether you're building a business, advancing in your career, or pursuing personal growth, consistency creates momentum that propels you forward even when the road gets tough. For entrepreneurs, professionals, and students, the temptation is often to aim for perfection or expect immediate results. But the truth is, lasting success comes from doing the little things day in and day out. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even when you don't feel like it. It's pushing through the tough days, knowing that every effort counts. By staying consistent, you're training your mind and body to push through setbacks without giving up. Remember, consistency doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up, doing the work, and making gradual progress. When you build consistency into your routine, you not only achieve your goals, but you also grow your resilience, proving to yourself that you can face challenges head on and keep going, no matter what. Doesn't matter how many times you've been fired, doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you, you just go until you get it. What mindset does it take to keep moving forward when everyone else doubts you? Failure is something that everyone experiences, but it's how you respond to it that makes all the difference. For entrepreneurs, professionals, and students, failure can feel like the end of the road, but in reality, it's just another step in the journey. Every setback, mistake, or obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. When you fail, instead of feeling defeated, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Failure teaches you what doesn't work so you can adjust your approach and try again. It's through these moments of struggle that resilience is built. As you face challenges and push through them, you discover what you're truly capable of. Remember, the most successful people didn't reach their goals without encountering failures. What set them apart was their ability to bounce back, learn from their mistakes, and continue moving forward. So when adversity strikes, don't be afraid to fail. Embrace it as a valuable lesson that will make you more resilient and better prepared for the future. Keep going, because every failure brings you closer to your ultimate success. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of the actions you're putting in every day. The tension builds around personal accountability. What specific habits need to change for growth? No one achieves success alone. Even the most self-reliant entrepreneurs, professionals, and students need a support system to help them navigate life's challenges. Resilience isn't just about pushing through difficulties on your own. It's also about knowing when to ask for help and leaning on others when times get tough. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you, and who lift you up when you're feeling down. Building a strong support system means finding mentors, friends, or colleagues who can offer guidance, encouragement, and fresh perspectives. These people help you stay grounded and focused, especially during moments of doubt. They remind you that you're not alone in your struggles and that everyone faces adversity. Their experiences and insights can inspire you to keep going even when things seem impossible. Whether it's a business partner, a coach, or a close friend, having a strong network can make all the difference in your journey. When you're feeling exhausted or overwhelmed, they'll be there to help you see the bigger picture. So don't be afraid to seek support. The stronger your network, the more resilient you'll become. Wake up. It's showtime. Let's go. Get up. Go to class. Get up. Do your homework. How do you build discipline in everyday actions and make each day count? Failure is often seen as the end of the road, but in reality, it's one of the most valuable teachers you'll ever encounter. As an entrepreneur, professional, or student, you're bound to face setbacks along the way. What matters most isn't the failure itself, but how you respond to it. Resilient people understand that failure isn't a permanent state. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Each time you fail, you gain insight into what doesn't work, which brings you one step closer to finding what does. Instead of letting failure define you, let it refine you. Use it as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. The most successful individuals in history didn't reach their goals by avoiding failure. They reached them by embracing it, learning from it, and continuing to move forward. Remember, every setback carries a lesson. By developing a mindset that views failure as part of the process, you build resilience. You stop fearing failure and start seeing it as a necessary part of your journey towards success. So, the next time you stumble, don't be discouraged. Learn from it, adjust, and keep pushing forward. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves soon will label you as "he's built different." What does it mean to be built different? And how can you start embodying that mindset today? No one achieves success alone. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional, or a student, having a strong support system is crucial when it comes to overcoming adversity. The people you surround yourself with, family, friends, mentors, or even peers, can provide guidance, encouragement, and even new perspectives that can help you navigate through tough times. Resilience doesn't mean going it alone. It's about knowing when to ask for help and leaning on others when you need support. It's about building a network of people who believe in you and your dreams and who are ready to pick you up when you're down. These people can offer valuable advice, remind you of your strengths, and motivate you to keep going when you feel like giving up. Just as you need to invest in yourself, it's also important to invest in your relationships. Nurturing your network and finding people who inspire and challenge you is key to building resilience. Don't hesitate to reach out for help when needed. Together, you can face any challenge and turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. Your life is exactly what you wanted. Because every day you've had choices to make. Have you been making the right choices, and how do you take control of your future? Fear is something that everyone faces, no matter who you are or what stage of life you're in. It can be overwhelming, paralyzing even. But here's the truth. If you let fear control you, you'll never move forward. The key to building resilience isn't avoiding fear, it's learning to take action despite it. As an entrepreneur, professional, or student, fear will always be a part of the journey. Whether it's the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of the unknown, it's natural. But the people who succeed are the ones who take action even when they're afraid. They step forward, make decisions, and keep moving, even when they're unsure of the outcome. When you face fear head-on, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than it. Each time you push through that fear, you build more confidence, and the next challenge seems a little less daunting. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it fuel your growth. Your dreams won't chase themselves. It's up to you to take that first step, fear and all. The world ain't gonna give you what you deserve. The world is gonna give you what you work for. The idea of taking ownership, what does hard work really look like in practice? Setbacks are inevitable. Whether you're building a business, working on personal growth, or striving for success in your studies, things won't always go as planned. But setbacks don't have to define you. They can be the stepping stones that lead you to greater success. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is how they handle these setbacks. Instead of seeing a setback as a failure, shift your perspective and see it as a lesson. What did you learn from it? What can you do better next time? Each setback is an opportunity to adjust your approach, learn more about yourself, and build resilience. The people who go far are the ones who don't let setbacks break them. They use them as fuel to keep moving forward. In the face of adversity, remember that resilience isn't built when everything goes smoothly. It's built in moments of struggle and challenge. It's how you respond to the setbacks that matters. Keep pushing forward, adjust your plans, and trust the process. Every step you take, even through setbacks, brings you closer to the success you're striving for. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. What does winning actually require, and what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve it? When you first start a new project or goal, the excitement and motivation are often at their peak. However, as time passes, that initial enthusiasm can fade and it's easy to lose focus. But here's the truth. Success isn't built on motivation alone. It's built on consistency. To build resilience, you must keep going even when the motivation isn't there. The key to overcoming adversity is sticking to your routines and habits even when you don't feel like it. Whether it's waking up early to work on your business or pushing through a tough day at school, consistency is what will get you through the tough times. There will be days when you feel drained, but this is where resilience comes in. It's on those days when you continue to put in the effort, no matter how small, that you build the foundation for success. Stay consistent, and your actions will eventually lead to the results you're working toward. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike, it's about showing up day after day, no matter what. That's how you keep moving forward and overcome adversity. So the question isn't about winning. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? The mystery deepens. How do you stay motivated when you have no idea what lies ahead? When facing adversity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the big picture. The obstacles can seem insurmountable, and the end goal feels far out of reach. But here's the secret. Building resilience doesn't happen all at once. It happens through small wins. Focusing on small, manageable tasks allows you to build momentum. Every time you check something off your to-do list, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable of moving forward. These small wins, when accumulated over time, add up to big results. For example, as an entrepreneur, instead of getting discouraged by the big challenges ahead, break them down into smaller steps. Celebrate each milestone, whether it's securing a client, hitting a sales target, or finishing a difficult project. These small wins will boost your confidence and fuel your determination to keep going. Remember, resilience doesn't mean pushing through giant leaps all at once. It's about staying committed and focusing on the progress no matter how small it seems. Each small win is a victory that builds your strength to face the bigger battles ahead. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life if you don't chase it is losing. Why should you keep pushing for victory even when the odds are stacked against you? Setbacks are a natural part of life, but they don't have to define us. In fact, they can be powerful teachers if we allow them to be. Many successful entrepreneurs, professionals, and even students have faced failure at some point, but what sets them apart is how they respond to it. Instead of seeing setbacks as obstacles, try viewing them as stepping stones. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Whether you fail at a presentation, miss a deadline, or face a major business challenge, There's always a lesson to be learned. The key is not to dwell on the failure, but to focus on the valuable insights it provides. For example, if a business deal falls through, reflect on what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. If you struggle with an exam, assess your study habits and adjust your approach for future success. These reflections help you become more resilient because you understand that setbacks are not permanent roadblocks, but rather necessary bumps in the road to success. By embracing setbacks, you take control of your growth. You stop fearing failure and start using it to fuel your next step forward. Remember, every successful person has failed, but their resilience is what pushed them to continue. Now is the time to grind. Now is the time to show the world that I was placed here for a purpose. What is your purpose? And how do you tap into that motivation to make a real impact today? In the journey of overcoming adversity, growth is essential. But growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that demands your patience, persistence, and willingness to evolve. Entrepreneurs, professionals, students, and anyone seeking personal development must be ready to face uncomfortable situations that push their limits. Growth comes from embracing challenges, stepping out of your comfort zone, and learning from your failures. If you want to be resilient, you need to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more adaptable. When you focus on personal development, you won't just bounce back from adversity. You'll become a better version of yourself. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about thriving through them. So, if you want to overcome the odds, make growth your goal and let every challenge teach you something new. It won't always be easy, but that's the point. Are you ready to face it? How will you deal with the tough times ahead? Are you mentally prepared for the struggle? While personal effort is crucial, building a strong support system plays a pivotal role in overcoming adversity. No one can achieve greatness entirely on their own. Surrounding yourself with a network of like-minded individuals, mentors, and friends who believe in your vision is key to staying resilient through tough times. These people will lift you up when you fall, provide guidance when you're uncertain, and help you stay accountable to your goals. A support system doesn't just offer encouragement. It provides valuable perspectives and helps you remain grounded. As you build your resilience, remember that you're not alone in this journey. Embrace the strength of a supportive community and let them help you navigate the roadblocks ahead. It's a powerful reminder that even in your hardest moments, you don't have to face everything by yourself. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle. But do you believe it? Can you unlock your inner strength when it matters most? One of the most important qualities you can develop when facing adversity is adaptability. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and the ability to adjust to new situations is essential. Adapting to change doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means finding new ways to move forward when things don't go as planned. The world is constantly evolving, and those who thrive are the ones who can learn to embrace change rather than resist it. Whether it's a shift in your business environment, personal life, or unexpected obstacles, being flexible allows you to make the most of every situation. Resilience is not about staying rigid in your approach. It's about finding creative solutions, learning from setbacks, and staying focused on the bigger picture. Stay open to new opportunities and approaches, because sometimes the best outcomes come from the changes you least expect. You can't control everything, but you can control your actions. What will you choose? What action will you take today to start changing your story? No one succeeds alone. One of the most powerful ways to overcome adversity is by building a strong support system. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and hold you accountable can make all the difference. This support doesn't just come from family or friends, it can also be mentors, coaches, colleagues, or even online communities of like-minded individuals. When times get tough, these people will help you stay focused and remind you of your potential. They can offer advice, share their own stories of overcoming challenges, and provide the motivation you need to keep going. Don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. You don't have to carry the weight of your struggles alone. A strong network can provide you with both the emotional support and practical insights needed to navigate difficult times and come out stronger on the other side. This is your time to shine. Are you ready to rise to the challenge? The final challenge? Will you take that first step into the unknown and rise above the obstacles? Persistence is one of the most important qualities to develop when facing adversity. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go according to plan, but success doesn't come from avoiding failure. It comes from the ability to keep going, even when things get tough. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. When you encounter a roadblock, instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I push forward? It's through these small, persistent efforts that resilience is built. The most successful entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals didn't make it to the top by quitting when faced with challenges. They pushed through, adapted, and kept moving forward. Persistence is about staying in the game even when you feel exhausted, frustrated, or unsure. If you keep showing up day after day, the odds will eventually turn in your favor. You might not see immediate results, but with time and effort, you'll build momentum that propels you toward your goals. Keep going. Success is often just one more step beyond where you're ready to quit. You have the power to change your life if you're willing to fight for it. Are you ready for that fight? What does it mean to truly take control of your life and destiny? Change can be intimidating, especially when you feel comfortable in your current situation. But in order to overcome adversity and build resilience, you must learn to embrace change as an opportunity for growth. The world is constantly evolving, and if you resist change, you risk falling behind. Instead of fearing the unknown, view it as a chance to reinvent yourself and your approach. Change can bring new challenges, but it also opens doors to new opportunities and solutions. As an entrepreneur, professional, or student, you'll face numerous changes throughout your journey, whether it's a shift in your industry, a change in your goals, or even a personal transformation. The key to overcoming adversity is adapting to these changes, learning from them, and using them to fuel your resilience. When you learn to pivot, adjust, and stay open to new possibilities, you'll not only navigate through tough times, but come out stronger on the other side. Change is inevitable, but your ability to adapt and grow from it is what will determine your success. Work for it. Fight for it. It begins today. It continues tomorrow. And it never fucking dies. How do you maintain that relentless energy? And where do you find the courage to keep going when things get tough? The journey of overcoming adversity and building resilience is never easy, but it's worth every struggle. Your future success lies in how you respond to challenges and push through difficult times. Remember, resilience doesn't mean never falling down. It means rising up every time you do. You have the strength within you to keep going, no matter how tough the road gets. So take a moment today to acknowledge how far you've come, then look ahead with determination. Your story of triumph is still unfolding. Keep pushing forward because the world needs your resilience, your strength, and your unwavering spirit. You are capable of achieving greatness. The only question is, are you ready to continue the journey and embrace the challenges ahead? The choice is yours. It's time to step into your future with courage, knowing that every setback is just a setup for your comeback. Keep going, keep fighting, and never stop believing in yourself. This is your time to shine.